What is up, everyone? This is Omegabalmung here with another video game pickups of the week. I haven't done one in a while, so like I said, I finally got a few games that I was able to get, and now let's just get started with. I mean, it's been a while. Like I said, it's been about 2-3 weeks since I actually done one, but like I said, games has been a little bit short lately. There hasn't been a lot of games that has come out lately. Not a lot of bigger ones, but there was a few games I was able to pick up last week. The first one I'm going to be talking about is Dragon Guard, or Dragon Guard. Still say Dragon Guard. This one's by Square Enix. It's actually by the people who who's done Nier, or I think it was Near, Neir or something like that, for the PS3 and the 360. If everybody remembers that one, that's that really just sad story that it's like a mix between an RPG game and a action action RPG game. But it was pretty cool. I mean, it has some pretty cool story. It had freaking great music. But then the gameplay itself was kind of okay. But anyways, this is the same team that made that made Dragon Guard 3. If anybody has known the Dragon Guard series, or Dragoon, or in Japan is what they call it, it is kind of like a Dynasty Warriors type game. The battle system is kind of like that, or not the battle system, but the fighting is a little bit like that, where you go through areas and you fight waves and waves of enemies, and that's pretty cool. I mean, that's to the extent of it. That's what it is. And then you also have some leveling up you get to do. You can buy weapons and other things like that in the game itself. You play as, I don't remember what's her name. Like I said, I only played a little bit of the game, maybe like an hour or so, but from what I played from it, it's actually pretty cool, pretty good. If you're a big fan of RPGs, this is probably a pretty good game to pick up. And if you're a big fan of Dynasty Warriors, I mean, it does have a story. It has dragons in there, so that's a plus. And it's also voice acted, and it has English voice actors, or English dubs. So that's the coolest part about it. You don't have to watch. You don't have to read subtitles and things like that. But it's actually really good. The only really problems I have with it is the frame rate could get a little bit wonky at times. I mean, when there's a lot of people on the field, just like the frame rate just drops when you're trying to fight and things like that. It drops a bit. There's a little bit of screen tearing, so the technical side of the game, it's a little rough. But like I said, I do like it. The fact that it's a little bit cross between Dynasty Warriors, RPG games, and other things like that. But like I said, I think that outweighs almost all of it, the frame rate or the technical side of it. I do wish they could clean it up a little bit better. I do wish they would bring this out for the PS4, or at least they could be able to make the game more steady. But it is what it is. You take it what it is. So it's actually not bad. Like I said, I want to put a little bit more time into it. Like I said, I only played about an hour or so. It's so far so good. I probably played the beginning part where it's like the prologue, and then you play like 2 chapters. I play like 2 chapters of the first act. So that's, so far I've been having fun with it, but I want to get back to it. Like I said, pick it up now. It's actually only $49. I think it was $49.99 at GameStop, or if you could find it anywhere else, I probably would do Amazon or something like that. I don't know if Square Enix has like a special edition, and I checked on it and they didn't really have one. It was like $79, which I kind of wanted to get. I didn't see it at their store, but I would definitely pick up the special edition because it comes with a lot more, a lot more items, and it's only $79. So, anyways, that is pretty cool. And the next game I actually bought, it's actually a PlayStation Network store. You're looking at Super Giant Games. They're the one that did Bastion. and that's pretty much it. Maybe they have done a few other ones, but the biggest one I know from them is Bastion. And then this one, of course, is called Transistor. We've seen the gameplay for it maybe like last year or 2 years ago, which was pretty awesome. And then, it's finally out, and you play as a character named Red. She doesn't really have a name. She doesn't speak throughout the game, at least so far as I played it. I played about 2-ish hours of it, and it's actually pretty cool. All the dialogue is spoken through your sword, which is the Transistor, and he kind of just tells you where to go and how to fight these things. He makes little quips and stuff like that, so it's pretty cool. And then you can also have his audio come out of your controller. If anybody has played like Killzone, Dynasty Warriors, maybe there's a few other games that had it. In Killzone, when you got those audio logs, it would come out of the controller. In Dynasty Warriors, when you're in battle, when your generals and other people are talking, it comes out of the controller. So in Transistor, it comes out of the his voice comes out of the controller, which is cool. You can turn that off too, so you don't always have to have that happen. But for gameplay wise, it is a action RPG, a little more towards like Diablo, but not really like Diablo, because you can't really, as far as I'm known or know, you can't really duke it out without having to do the strategic time thingy. So what that is when you pause down time and you kind of just plan out your attacks, and you kind of move around wherever you want it to go. Moving will cost you some, a little bit of the bar, or your energy in your bar. Doing attacks, certain attacks will cost more or less, or things like that. So you kind of have to plan out your attack. You can't just be like running around and just start hitting, because that doesn't work that well. So when you're in that mode, you kind of just everything stops, and when you get when you're done with that. Your turn, I guess you could call it, you become super fast, and you kind of just move around, and you plan out your attack, and it does that. So that's pretty cool. Coolest part of it is, like I said, is this music. Lovely music. It freaking looks awesome, and the fact that the skills that you get. So when you find your skills, I guess you kind of get it in the beginning. You actually get your skills from dead people, who's been murdered, or you have killed. They're more like not main characters, but more like higher tier NPCs. They're not just enemies that you fight randomly and you get them. They are like kind of placed around bosses and things like that. So kind of a Mega Man style. Power. So when you get your powers, you can either equip them as your attack. You have your square, triangle, circle, and X attacks. But since you can only have like either four of them, 4 buttons for each attack. Some of the newer moves you get kind of can enhance your other attacks. So let's pretend you have the first move, which is a slash to the ground, or slash straight. Well, if you get I think what's it called is it's just like a chain shot, and you can either just equip the chain shot itself, which kind of just has its own move set, or you could enhance your single shot, your single regular attack with the chain shot, which does a regular attack plus a chain shot, which is pretty cool. So you kind of could mix and match different abilities together to make pretty cool attacks, and it just enhances your attack. So that's what I like about the game. Just kind of just mix and match them. But like I said, for all I know, this game is pretty awesome. Like I said, 2 hours only or so into the game, beating the first real boss. You fight a few other bosses in there, but they're kind of like mini bosses. But the game is pretty difficult at times. I died a few times. When you die, you actually lose one of your attacks. So the only way to gather them up is get to these terminals that that you're able to just it kind of refreshes your, it saves your game, of course, and then refreshes your moves if they get broken. So try not to die. That's a hard one because there's one of the boss fights that I got into. It was pretty tough. But anyways, like I said, Transistor from Supergiant Games, I think that's what they're called. You can get that on the PlayStation Network store, Steam, Xbox Live. I don't know if it's for PS3 or 360. I know it's for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So you can find that on the store itself. I think it's about $19.99. So it's not a pretty bad game, and I heard it's about like 15 or so hours, 12 to 15 hours. Depends on how you play it. But that, like I said, I would recommend that game so much because, like I said, art style's cool, music's cool. If you're a big fan of like kind of a strategy action kind of deal, it's more strategy, more like I said, you have to plan out your attacks to cause damage, and you have to slow down time and do all those things like that. Man, I mean, technically you could run around too, but to attack you wouldn't want to do that. But anyways, and third, the game I just picked up last night, last night or early morning, just to say, it was a midnight release they had it. Of course, was one of my bigger games I was looking forward to when the PS4 was coming out, or when the PS4 came out, and they kind of just delayed it, which sucked. But the game is Watch Dogs for the PS4. It's actually out for the PS4, PC, all the system pretty much. I don't know if it's out for the Wii U yet. I don't know, it might have been delayed, but it's out for, at least as far as I know, PC, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PS3. So that's pretty cool. It is a cross-gen game, so it really doesn't really look like what he showed off. It's similar, but when they showed off, it didn't have all that HUD and stuff, I guess. But I guess when they put in all the HUD and stuff, it kind of breaks that immersion. But so far, I played about 4-5-ish hours. I've done a few of the main missions only, but most of my time is pretty much just roaming around, I guess, Chicago, and just hacking other people. But anyways, Watch Dog is you play as Aiden. They Pierce. Aiden Pierce, and they kind of just start out with you just hacking places, and then you get caught, and then they actually come and kill your or tried to kill you, and instead of that, something happens, and now you're pretty much a vigilante, just going around, trying to find who was the one that put the hit on you. So. And it's pretty cool. I mean, like I said, it's an open world game, which you could pretty much go anywhere you want to. I don't think nothing is blocked off as far as I've seen. I think there's like I think there's different maps of the city. So there's like the bigger part of the city, and then there's more like the ghetto side of the city. And I think there's like maybe 4 or so parts of the city that you go to. But like I said, everything's not blocked off. But the fact that you have to open up these, I think these, you have to hack into something to open up, like almost like a airway, like a Wi-Fi. I don't know what the heck you call it, but it opens up so you can actually use your phone. The main ability of Aiden Pierce is his phone, of course. You can whip it out and then just start hacking other people's phones. To get like money. You can do that. You can hack like ATMs and things like that to get money, of course. You can hack other people. Like I said, just hacking people is awesome. You get like little like music from them. You get like different cars and just stuff like that, which is pretty cool. That's what I've been doing, just going around hacking people, trying to get more money. Spend it on in different shops. Also, at the same time, you also have these kind of criminal like events that happens where it tells you, okay, so this might happen, or this is going to happen. You have the probability of this person doing a crime, like trying to kill somebody, trying to beat up somebody, something like that. So you actually go to that area, look for him, and then wait until he's about to do it, and then stop it. You can do whatever you want to do. You could knock the guy out, kill the guy. It depends on what you do. You can you get more EXP towards this way or towards the other way. And talking about EXP, you can level up and gain more stats for your abilities like driving, combat, hacking, and crafting. So there's you get skill points for that when you level up for doing missions. Doing those criminal whatever you call them, doing races and stuff like that. And then a little bit part of they actually show you in game. I don't know if it's a real person doing it, but I guess it could just be part of the game because it's part of the multiplayer aspect of the game. You have what happens is somebody could come in and hack into your game, and then they want to hack you, so you have to go out and find them. So far, there's the main mission for that, or the tutorial for that one. It was pretty cool. You pretty much just go around and they give you a spot where they're located at, and it's a pretty big spot. But then once you get closer and closer to where the guy is, it kind of gets smaller and smaller until you actually have to go and use your phone to scan different people, and then when you find them, you take them down before he hacks you. And then there's other little things like that. Well, that's multiplayer wise. I tried to get into a few matches. At least so far I couldn't. Maybe because the server's down or maybe something like that. It probably isn't because I was able to log in. I know Uplay is down. I tried logging into that. I couldn't get into it, but I guess I don't know. But I couldn't really, it said 2-minute wait, but it kept searching for 10 minutes, and then it just said, oh, no matchmaking, and it just kicks me out. But so far, I have been fun with that game. Like I said, I played about 5-ish hours so far. Like I said, I've done only a little bit of the main mission. Like I said, there's so many things that kind of just pulls you off doing something else. I'm just going around hacking people's phones, trying to get money, trying to get music and things like that. And then when you hack somebody's phone, you can figure out where these gang members are, and you got to go out there and stop them and things like that. So it kind of just pulls you along, to do something else instead of the main mission. But so far, like I said, I'm loving it. Watch Dogs, of course, was one of my more anticipated game of this year. Fortunately, graphic-wise, of course, it's not going to come close to what we saw when they first revealed it. I know that for sure. I'm not one of those people who are like, oh my gosh, deep down it's going to look like that. No way. I now for sure said Watch Dogs wasn't going to look like that, but at least on the PS4. I don't know about PC. I haven't seen any gameplay or anything like that on the PC yet. So, like I said, I'm not buying into what they're showing off because that's just really early footage, and things can happen as they add more and more part of the city. That probably just one little section of the city they wanted to show off, and it wasn't fully built yet. So like I said, it still looks pretty good for an open world game. The driving itself is a little rough. I don't know if there's a skill to make your driving better, but after playing Grand Theft Auto, this game is rough around the edges for driving. It's really just it's better than Grand Theft Auto 4, but it's not as good as Grand Theft Auto 5 for the driving aspect itself. I don't know if I know it's not as good as Saints Row, but I guess I just gotta get used to it. But anyways, Watch Dogs for the PS4. Almost pretty much all systems. You can get it now. Like I said, it's finally come out for about $59.99. So, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy. A little bit of my video game pickups of the week. Of course, I'm doing gameplay now, videos for that, for showing it off at least instead of just watching my pretty face. Talk to you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy the video here. Of course, tomorrow is the comic book pickups of the week. I'm going to really try to downsize my comic book pickups because it's getting kind of heavy. It's getting a little bit too crazy. But anyways, like I said, go ahead and always end with this. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you guys like my videos. Go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and leave some comments. You guys got any questions about these any of the 3 games that I was talking about? I could go into more detail, I guess. But like I said, always leave some comments, and I'll see everybody hopefully in 2 weeks for some more video game pickups of the week.